Yeah, I mean, eGGz, he's already warmed up. You know, he took out Ryu, and it's if you take out someone like Ryu and then you fall to Universe, like he can't.
Yeah,
He can't.
it's like, what are you doing, man?
Right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Our final semi-final. Before we get into the final, there is a second final for the third place winner, but we're not going to cast that. Here we are, best of 3 series, going for the extractor trick already. Ice and Chrome Ellie is the long map. Let's see what he does. T-Sobs Gaming. It is Gollin in this account that he's using.
It is Universe.
It's Universe. I wonder where he got Gollin from.
Oh, 14 pool and spotting in the top right-hand corner of Ice and Chrome LE. We have the Colombian Zerg player representing Cosmos Esports going for a little bit more of a standard pool first. It is eGGz.
So immediately into what you're saying, he's going to be a little bit cheesier here. Universe going for the Quicklings, and he's probably going to bank him up for a little bit, I would assume.
Yeah, we'll see, as I think actually they're going for pretty similar openers. Universe's pool is a little bit faster, but not by that much.
Yeah. I think he went pool gas and eGGz went gas pool.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange. I don't
Slightly
know.
different.
Yeah, it is slightly different, and I don't know if the difference here is enough for Universe to have much of an advantage, even though he does have earlier lings. Because eGGz went for a decently quick pool anyway, so he already has his lings already set up defensively, and he's actually throwing down the spine as well. We were talking about this. We were talking about him just blindly playing defensively. Like, the spine is an overreaction.
Yeah, he's blocking the wall, threw the spine down, getting a Baneling Nest. Oh, Spore Crawler. That was weird. Universe was getting a Spore Crawler and canceled it. Because he's supply blocked. He's trying to get more units out.
Yeah.
And now Universe is getting link speed, just barely.
Yeah,
He forced out a lot from eGGz and then just backed off.
Yeah. So like eGGz, he made the spine. He's making a Baneling first, not speed, so he was focusing on the defense even further there. Meanwhile, Universe, he just droned up. He's just droning up and he's playing defensively, and he just forced this reaction. And what is eGGz gonna do? I mean, he will have a Baneling Nest, which is nice, but like on speed,
I think now eGGz can deny that third base and secure himself a third. That's the only way to really secure an advantage here.
Oh, and
Link is actually gonna finish faster for Universe.
Yeah. Like he went for link speed, whereas eGGz went for that Baneling. He does have one Baneling, but with 2 queens, he should be able to focus fire that Baneling
Very easily.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I want to see this third base here from eGGz pretty soon.
Yeah, eGGz, there it is. He is taking that third base. Like, it makes sense, right? Like, he's the one with the map control right now with the Banelings, so Universe has to stay at home.
Yeah, well, he's going to lose the map control right now that link speed is done. But he does have the defensive Baneling, so he can sit at home and not have to worry about anything. There they go. More defensive Banelings. The scary thing is he's got to be on point with these lings. His speed will finish right as these Banelings show up, or as these lings.
Yeah,
Even a little late. On the queens. Got plenty of Banes, though.
He's gonna get it. He's
gonna get a cancel, yeah. Which is good. Oh, good connect there.
Oh, God.
But these lings aren't gonna be able to stop it anymore.
Yeah, but here are the Banelings of Universe as well. Decent connections, but eGGz's lings were already kind of pre-split, like unintentionally, so...
Yeah. That was good. He denied the third for a little bit, which is good, and now he's getting his own third, so now it is looking kind of bad for eGGz. eGGz needs to catch up somehow.
Yeah. I mean, eGGz, his third is a lot later, because it did get denied. Or actually, it's a little bit faster, but it isn't,
Yeah, it's a little bit faster, but not as fast as you need it to be.
Yeah.
Giving the opener that Universe went for. Universe is up in workers right now, and has a higher army count.
Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. As University already has a lair. I'm not too sure what he's going to use it for. He's taking all 4 of his gases. Oh, do you think this is for? Yeah, Spire. There it is.
Oh wow! So shout out to Turbo Quacker. He gifted a sub to Andy Man. That is sick. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Turbo Quacker.
He shared 5 rewards in the chat. I don't know what that means even. I've never even seen that happen.
I think that means that people can use emotes without being a sub ? But yeah. Thank you. We really appreciate it, Turbo Quacker.
Oh, quit, Turbo Quacker. That's crazy. They broke in full gas.
Yeah, and so what I'm curious is, hold on, eGGz still has not spotted that Spire, so he doesn't know what Universe is going for. Again, so far Universe, he's selling this pretty well. He's even got a Roach Warren at the front, as you know, like, hey, look, I'm playing this straight up, I'm playing this normal. Oh.
Hey, look, I'm getting an upgrade. I'm getting roaches.
Oh, he gets in.
He gets in and he sees it. And what is the response here? Roach speed gets fired up. 2 more queens get fired up. We should see the roach machine go off. And that R button should be slammed through the keyboard into the ground.
Yeah, and here we go.
This getting a spine crawler. Defense.
He's getting his defense as like just in case it's run by. Meanwhile, the roaches are pushing out across the map. The Banelings as well. eGGz, he did this against Ryu and it worked against Ryu, but this time it looks like oh god,
good pull away and good not use of the Banelings. They're actually both playing really good here. But there is a lot of overlords on the map that should be pulled back here. Oh my god. I'm gonna get a big connection. Oh my god, 5, 10? 10? Oh, I called it. I'm a beast.
Oh,
10 go down.
10 workers go down, and Universe, he's hurting. I mean, the Mulis will be on the way, but Hydras are already on the way as well.
Oh god, Universe. After that, he's like, I got some ping.
Yeah. Universe is saying that his PC is struggling at the moment.
Yeah. Tell him how to put an ice pack on it, like.
I don't know if that's what he needs right now, but it could help. Oh, interesting.
Oh, it's a new computer.
Yeah.
I don't know what that last word means. Camote.
Camote is sweet potato.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that word before. I learned something new here today. We're just letting you guys read this. Yes, I'm trying to translate in my head. I guess he didn't buy enough parts for it.
Well, apparently it's a laptop. It's a laptop.
$1,000.
Yeah, and he's saying that $1,000 down the drain, basically, because it's a new PC, it's a new laptop, but it's like struggling with StarCraft.
I wonder if this is helping it cool down. Little interesting pause there.
Yeah. He was
just mid-battle.
Yeah, he was just waiting for the fans to calm down, because apparently the fans were going crazy. So
yeah, she had like one of those fan floorings to it.
Oh,
that's crazy, man. These guys play with virtually nothing. Playing on laptops, and they're like grandmaster, top of the region in that region of the entire world.
Yeah, pretty much.
All of Latin America, these are the best, and they're working on Basuda laptops. We do have the Hydra Lurker Den coming up. Wow, I didn't even notice eGGz is going for all. He's getting the infestation pit for infestors, for the fungal growth. He's getting Hydras out. He's got his third base secured. He's got queens. He's getting the what was that thing called? The Lurker Den. I haven't seen lurkers in a ZvZ in a while, and it used to be my go-to strat.
Yeah, it used to be very common. It used to be like basically the rush to lurkers. That was kind of how ZvZ like mid game ended up, and yeah, things have kind of shifted over time. And again, Universe, like, he's trying to get damage done with these Mutalisks, but he just doesn't have enough. Like with the Queens, with the Hydras, with the spores everywhere, like the Mutas just, they can't find a good angle.
Oh, there you go. He picked off one Hydra there. Two, maybe. No. He got himself one Hydra. Tried to go in with some roaches, and he's getting a little bit of damage done, but nothing too crazy. He's a little oversaturated. He's ready to get himself a fourth. There he goes, getting the fourth.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a weird time in StarCraft when Zergs are getting their fourth to the right. Like, normally, you build all your bases, like, in a line away from your opponent and try and, like, spiral. And with this new map pool, I see a lot of Zergs having to build opposite corners.
Yeah.
Oh, he killed it.
That was a kill.
That was a total kill.
Yeah,
but he's
rich. Up until that moment, I was gonna say that, you know, eGGz has been solid so far, but that was actually pretty. Oh, he couldn't do it again.
No! Oh, he got the cancel. Yeah.
eGGz.
Oh my God,
he's going again. He's gonna keep going.
Oh, he canceled it. He just needs to stand like right surrounded.
Yeah. He needs to just take care of his base.
I feel like they could jump in the main and just take out those spore crawlers. There's only two. Oh, there's three. I don't know. It's kind of risky.
Yeah, three spores is definitely risky to push into. And honestly, Universe, he's done a really good job keeping eGGz busy. Like, he's been able to drone up behind this. He's actually ahead in workers right now, even though he lost all those earlier to those banelings. So really nicely done.
Yeah, doing a really good job here of keeping his opponent on the other side of the map. Even with all these Hydras, you'd think like, oh, he's got 20 Hydras, just A move into the... But then this happens. Oh, he's gonna kill the base. He killed it. No, canceled. Killed it twice.
eGGz.
I don't like this.
Porque? Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's even bringing spore crawlers, or is he making new ones? He's bringing them. I don't know. He's going for Vipers with... yeah, he's going for Vipers, which I think... Fungal growth would have been better here.
Yeah, I mean, fungal growth would have complemented the Hydralisk a lot more, because you just fungal the mutas and the Hydras follow up, right? But yeah, parasitic bombs, they do work as well. The downside is that it's up to your opponent to mess up, because your opponent can just split. As opposed
it is really hard to split mutas though, because they're so pumped up.
Yeah, definitely. And now eGGz, he's had enough of this. So many spores are here protecting the fourth.
Like, no, I'm keeping. But it's funny because right when he was doing that, he's like, I'm done. I'm putting up static defense. Enough with these mutas. The Lings came in and destroyed the base again. Yeah. And now they're going up into the southern base. And oh my God, no way! Oh, that was dirty.
Oh, he's gonna get the hatchery?
He got the base with banelings? That is ridiculous. Now, knocking eGGz down to only 2 bases, down and half the worker supply just about. So I think eGGz just has to pull the trigger and go.
Yeah, this is what I'm worried about for Universe. Universe, he's being very greedy. He's expanding. He's taking a 5th base. And in a head-on engagement, I don't think he has the correct army. Like, these Mutalisks are going to melt against Hydras in a head-on engagement.
Opponent on 2 bases. I don't think you need a 5th one. Just
exactly.
Stick to your higher. He's got 80 workers. You don't need 80 workers. Max out. Like, get Ling, get Bane. I'd even like to see him go back into Roach production right now.
Yeah, anything but like this. Like, his hive is so late. Like, the hive starting is so delayed, and I imagine he wants to get into Ultras, which makes sense. Yeah. But it's going to be so delayed.
That's what the Vipers are for. I think that's why eGGz went for Vipers, so he can just pull the Ultralisk into the lurkers.
Well, that would normally work, but Ultras are massive units, and I don't think you can pull them.
I mean, if you got like 15 lurkers, you can pull them, but God, there's so many units. He can just jump on these Vipers almost, I think. Oh, wow, God. Being so cautious. Such a huge... Oh my God, he's gonna get all the Hydras.
Oh God, Hydras.
Oh my God, the splits. The good splits. He does get a lot of units there. A lot of Hydras go down. A lot are weak. And he's just keeping this army low for eGGz, man. eGGz is struggling. He's on 90 workers. Stop making workers, please.
He's making more. He's trying to resaturate his bases. And eGGz, to be fair, I think he just needs to defend. If he just defends and maxes out and then pushes out, I think he should be fine. Like, he's
tagging these mutas with some parasitic bombs, because No, I don't think defending's gonna work here. Universe has this is the classic, like the classic position here for a Zerg. You just it's like he's playing a Terran right now. Keep them secured on 4 bases. Make sure they don't out expand you. Meantime, you out expand them, and with these mutas, you have complete map control. So he's just taking over the map. Droned up to 90. He might even go up to 100. I think is going to be his magic number. I hope he doesn't. He doesn't need 100 workers. But I think he's going to go up to at least 100 workers. Maybe not. I think he's getting to maxed out, so he won't. But he's going to max out, take over his side of the map, and just keep his opponent at home forever.
Yeah, and we'll see.
Oh my God, that's what he needed.
Oh,
how do you
God.
split before fungal? He did it. Wow. Well.
Look
How
at
did
that.
that happen?
This is what I mean. Like fungals, you can't split at all. But against blinding clouds, like you give your opponent the option. If your opponent's good enough, they can deal with it. And oh my, there are just so many vipers. Oh Jesus Christ.
And the thing is, one parasitic bomb doesn't even kill one muta.
Yeah.
Unless they're injured, they'll still heal up beyond that.
Let's see if the splits are good.
Funny, like a mini game.
Oh
no, he messed up. Oh no!
Oh, no!
Oh no! That was exactly what you don't want to happen.
And we're in a weird situation where counter vipers. Okay, interesting. We have.
I would like him to see go for. I would like to see him go for infestors as well, and fungal growth on all the hydras, and then come in with the banes. But or even tag the lurkers with it.
Yeah, I imagine that this is to deal with the lurkers. To me, this or I mean. Yeah, and Blinding Clouds would work well on the Hydras as well, just so the Ultras can get on the army. The problem is that because Universe is maxed out, because he has too many workers, he doesn't have enough free supply to make Ultras. He's only making 2, and he's already maxed out.
Well, if he does Blinding Cloud the Hydras, he could jump on him with the mutas.
This is true. This is true. Yeah.
Because that's the real anti-air. Oh, this is not a good... No, good. He's just trying to lower the army count, making room for more. Oh my God, he's gonna be able to take out this base in one big explosion. He takes out the base, 14 drones, and I think he almost took out a lurk. He took out a bunch of hydras. Jesus, he just gave those away so he can make room for 2 more ultras and 42 lings.
Yeah, so, he has the money to keep doing this. Look at the bank he has. He has 4K minerals, 2K gas. He can just keep doing this. Keep trading.
I think Universe is just on point today because Universe. It's about to take out eggs. Like, this is a very convincing win from him here, in my opinion.
Yeah, it just kind of depends because, again, if the Blinding Clouds kill everything, then that's so much supply.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You got 2 of the Vipers? How do you aim that good?
Oh, he splits. He splits.
Oh, he got 2 Vipers Blinding Clouded or a Parasitic Bomb. That's huge.
Yeah.
How do you aim that well in the midst of all those mutas and overseers? That blows my mind. You think he zoomed in? You think he scrolled in to see it better?
Look, we're talking about eggs, all right? Like he's on point with his spells, and he still has these 4 vipers. Again, he can trade really well. But at the same time, I think this is a good thing for Universe. I think in the end, he kind of wants to get rid of these mutalisks. Like he's getting a greater spire.
He doesn't want to throw away the mutas for free, but he also doesn't want to keep them around forever. But that's why it was kind of bad that he lost specifically the vipers.
Oh, another Viper goes down.
Eggs is known for his Viper control. Like here, we're seeing Universe not being so great with the Vipers, but look at all these lurkers. Look at all those chickens. And you could definitely, this is what I was talking about. This is the count where you can abduct Ultralisks into this and kill them instantly. I think this might turn into a base trade or a big all-in here from Eggs. Eggs is gearing up for one massive attack. He won't be able to remax. He won't be able to reinforce much. If these banelings blow up on top of the lurkers, he's got to split his lurkers.
I really want Universe to use his banelings. Like he needs to get rid of them and then remax. God.
Blinding Clouds do nothing for this.
Yeah, nothing at all.
The Vipers are now kind of irrelevant in this position. And there's an army to the south going up to the east, and I think he's trying to get rid of these mutas, or at least just pull some RD out of this. Oh, here he goes. Big engagement. Oh, he lost everything. Or he lost a lot of Banes there, and he's not going to engage. Oh, he's going to lose the lurker for free.
He loses the Ultralist. Oh, is he going to engage? Is he going for it?
And now Eggs just has one big push that he's going to go for, but this army doesn't look too scary from Universe.
Yeah, the problem is that Universe, he really needs Vipers. Like, he needs support units for these Ultras, and they're just going to melt against the lurkers.
Man. Yeah, I think eGGz pulled it off.
Yeah,
I mean,
because again, like it just comes down to.
Tank.
Well, it doesn't matter if the game ends before he can spend his money. All the ultras go down. Ultras
he got
take
a disgusting army. Yeah,
ultras take a long time.
Lurkers. eGGz and his lurkers, man. There's no vipers here. There's nothing to stop this. I mean, Universe had the right idea. He went all over the map, and I think we're gonna get maybe a base trade here or something.
Well, again, the thing is, he needed to keep trading his banelings, and he hasn't. And now the army is already here. He does decently well, but ultras take so long to hatch, and the banelings are rushing in. But
the banelings also do no damage to these lurkers here.
Is there enough anti-air? With the there is.
Yeah. Oh my god, how did eGGz pull this off? That is just ridiculous. Oh my god, I could have sworn he was gonna lose that. I don't think I've ever seen a game where a player stays on 4 bases the entire time, loses them twice, comes back, and just with one big army destroys it all.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. That like eGGz, all he had to do was turtle up till he was maxed out and then push out. Like Universe, when it comes to Universe, like he needed to keep trading his army. He couldn't wait. Like he needs to use the advantage of his bank, right? Like he needs to keep trading and trading and replacing and. Like, when all those lurkers were there at the 3rd or 4th, whatever it was, that very final push where he had all the army up there with those lurkers, if you would have rotated that army to take out the other base, he could have easily destroyed that other base and pulled the army apart. But he really got caught out right there in the end. If he would have split his army and, like you said, kept trading, because there was like one lurker at the 3rd base, and that 4th base that he had all the lurkers, and maybe if he even went into, I don't know, Broodlords or something, Fungal Growth would have been good. Yeah, I think honestly, we were talking about it at the time, like Ling Bane Ultra is fine as long as there are Vipers for support. But after he lost his first Vipers, he never remade them. So that the whole scenario where we were talking about how like blinding clouds surrounding or just covering the army and then the Ultras coming in, like that was the ideal scenario, but that never happened because the Vipers. Really expected it to come down to like a Viper versus Viper yoink fight, like who pulls the other one's Vipers out of position, but it didn't get to that. And man, I feel like he just didn't get the right composition. He had the tools, he had the money. I think if he went counter lurkers, that would have been good. But we'll see what he does here. Can he pull it off? It is game point. The winner of this goes into the finals in the top right-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE. It is T-Sops Gaming. It's one of their best players, in my opinion. It is Universe. Going for a 12 full.
I accidentally clicked on Darking, and he's just following your camera, I think.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the Colombian Zerg player representing Cosmos Gaming. It is eGGz.
Yeah, I just cannot believe that he won that there.
Yeah, like Universe, he had the advantage for so long, he just never properly executed or utilized that advantage, right? Like if you have,
he needed to hit the other base. Now that I think about it,
if he have like a big resource advantage like that, like you need to spend it, right? Like you need to trade your army, you need to get rid of these banelings. Like it like throughout like the course of like the last 10 minutes of that game, if he had just kept sending in banes like just to kill hatcheries, like
yeah. And it worked. It was working for him, but he didn't have a follow-up. And here we have a all-in push coming. It was not scouted till right now. Oh, it's not scouted at all.
Yeah. Oh, the Overlord's going to the left.
Oh my god.
It's completely
Is this
missing
gonna work? He's going there because he thinks that the Lings are going to come around the other side.
Oh, he's even getting a sneak. Okay, he gets spotted. All right, that's fine. He gets spotted.
But he sees it. The Spine gets spotted, but there's a lot of army coming here. eGGz actually has more army here.
Yeah.
With his workers.
He does, and eGGz, like he went for a pull first, so he has the army, and it looks like just like maybe. Oh, but there's a queen as well.
Yeah, GG. Well, thanks for not wasting their time here, Universe. I mean, yeah, what else do you do against a player like eGGz, Universe? You gave it the old college try.
GG. And honestly, I would have liked to have seen Universe in a more straight up game. I think we've seen this from him before, where he plays a straight up game and then he just 12 pulls. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that was very interesting to say the last. GG. We do now have the final matchup of the evening ready to go.